Hey man, what happening, man? It's the kid, aka Swat, checking in, man. I know y'all see a nigga with the white collar on and everything. I got some business I got to go take care of, so you know what I mean. So that's why I'm like that right now. I ain't in my street gear. But I'm gonna speak on the topic that everybody already speaking on, man. See if I can bring some relevance to it or some perspective to it from an educated young black man's perspective who done kind of been on both sides of the dime. You know what I mean? The hip hop community, which I consider myself to be part of to some degree, ain't really speaking on, what's going on. We talk about it when stuff happen, but we don't talk about it until the fire hit the flame, which is very, to say the least, a letdown. You know what I mean? One thing that I find to be a problem, man, is that Ray Lewis just dropped a video with this whole Black Lives Matter situation, and it's ruffling a lot of feathers, man. A lot of people feel a certain type of way about it. And I've seen some artists even come up and say, well, we want to point out that it is messed up with all, what some of these police officers have done in the past, especially those who have been not of African American descent, and it's kind of making it seem like all of these situations are racially fueled. And my issue is not that. When I say all lives matter, I'm a human being, and I'm a lover of the human race. I just happen to be an African American. Now, folks gonna come up and say, "Oh man, stop kicking that bullshit," as we say. But at the end of the day, man, it ain't kicking bullshit when you really look at society as a whole. I think people miss the big picture. I may be descendants of slaves, but I didn't live in slavery. Have I embraced my past? Yes. But in school, they didn't really teach us our true history. So, I gotta go find my history on my own. So all I can embrace in the process of me educating myself about my own history is what I want myself to be in life and what my ultimate goals are and where I project to see myself. And in doing that, growing up, you do a lot of shit. You get into a lot of shit, from selling drugs to committing crimes, to some people just being a product of their environment. And we're not saying that, but these one-off situations that keep happening that we keep trying to lean on does not negate the fact that other shit is happening. And when those things happen, what I find that blacks do, and this is what we do, it's the truth. We try to say, well, shit, man, fuck the black on black crime. Fuck the killings up the street. Fuck the gunshots that we hear in the middle of the night that's in our own community. Fuck Lil Ray who got robbed yesterday by Lil JJ. Fuck goddamn Derek who got killed by so-and-so over there. Forget the house that they broke in and killed him and his mother and XYZ. All of these situations where blacks are actually killing blacks. We want to negate all of that. We want to wait for the one red flag to pop up so we can say fuck everything else we did to each other. And let's just highlight this scenario that we feel gives us a table to stand on or a leg to stand. When I feel like, man, look, if you want to justify something to stand on, then give yourself a strong table or a strong foundation in which you will stand on. Meaning that the crimes that are being committed against our people, and when I say our people, I'm talking about the African American race or those whom happen to be minorities, could have been avoided. Some of them are racially fueled. But we already know what the playing field is. So if you already know what the playing field is, then in some of these scenarios, it's not just we were handled wrong, they were overzealous, and we had our hands up, hands behind our head, and we just got shot, killed, stabbed, however you want to put it. But you do have those situations where that has happened. All I'm simply trying to say is that if I get pulled over right now, I'm driving down the street right now, and I get pulled over by an officer, I could get one or two, this could go one or two ways. He could be a white officer, or he could be a black officer, but let's just say he a white officer. He can pull me over and I can do exactly what the officer tells me to do. I cannot be aggressive. I can be yes sir, no sir. I can answer all the questions that he has in a high level of respect. And then when he's done, I could go on about my business, about my day. Or I could do all of that and he could be an asshole and drag me out the car and beat the shit out of me. Or I could do everything he asked me to do and he could lock me the fuck up anyway. But what I am saying to you is that I am not gonna belittle myself in order to get on a person's level, because I feel like that's what I need to do in order to level the playing field on the situation. When an officer pulls you over, more than likely you do not have the upper hand. So you might as well just maintain your level of respect. Let them do what the fuck they gonna do so you can go on about your business. Now, it's a lot of other things going on in society that are outside of that. Like Ray Lewis spoke about in Chicago. I got family from Chicago, man, and the killings and the murders, I don't really think people really truly understand how bad this shit really is. You know what I mean? And even in my music, man, I got songs where I talk about violence. And, you know, and that's because I done kind of been a part of some violent situations. But, as I heard a lady say on the radio this morning on Hip Hop Nation, you know, you can't use hip-hop as the scapegoat for violence, because at the end of the day, music has crossed over. There are black, whites, Japanese, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans. The whole world is listening to hip-hop. And you know what? If you go in the white community, I don't see them listening to black songs or hip-hop songs that are by black artists and then picking up a machine gun and goddamn going in the community and murdering everything in fucking sight. They understand the difference between entertainment and reality. It seems like in our communities, we either not raising our kids, we letting them raise us, or we growing up at the same fucking time. We having kid after kid after kid after kid after fucking kid. We can't take care of the fucking first one. Niggas don't want jobs. They want to live off the motherfucking system. From everything, the food stamps, all the way to goddamn to the housing authority. You know what I mean? At some point, we got to understand how we got here. People want to talk about what's going on, man, but if you want to talk about what's going on, then damn it, let's talk about it. But don't keep trying to open up the conversation with this whole hashtag Black Lives Matter bullshit. Because that's an organization that I feel that was put together, and this is my personal feelings, and whoever don't like it, you just don't damn like it. Stop being so fucking, everybody got, as soon as a person put their opinion out here, everybody gets so personal. Like you ain't supposed to have a fucking opinion. That's what it's called. It's called starting the conversation. Black Lives Matter to me comes across as an organization that was started to point out the injustices that happen to minorities, predominantly being black, in racial-fueled situations. I want to see these same damn near riots, these same rallies where you're holding up the picket signs and damn near about to march on Washington and et cetera, et cetera. I want to see the same thing when there are black on black crimes in black communities. If we ain't gonna do that, then the rest of this shit ain't nothing but some rah-rah. It ain't nothing but some rah-rah, man. Y'all niggas gotta get off that shit, man. That shit bullshit. It is. You know, what we have to do as a people at the end of the day is we have to understand that you either gonna put somebody down or you gonna pull them up. And sometimes it ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? Every day we live, we make a choice about, you know, what we want to do and what we gonna do and what we not gonna do. Some of us don't come from the same extremes. But the extremes you come from cannot be the determining factor of what your outcome is. And if you tell me it is, I'm gonna tell you that's bullshit, because it's too many people that come from all walks of life. You got people we think the extremes in America and the poor communities is horrible. Man, there's some countries who ain't got half the shit our worst communities have. These motherfuckers ain't got clean drinking water. And they find a way. So let's cut the shit, man, about using these situations, man, as a platform to promote an agenda that says this white person killed this black person. Let's go riot. Let's go tear up our own fucking community. Let's let it make the national news. The fact that that shit is even happening should be an outrage in the black community alone. You want to stand for something? Say, yeah, Black Lives Matter. But Black lives definitely damn matter when the rate that we are killing ourselves, we are exterminating each other. Let's just be honest. Think about that shit. Exterminating. You exterminate roaches. You exterminate rodents, mice, rats. So if we're exterminating each other, like we're rodents, rats, mouses, things of that nature, then we're basically comparing ourselves, we're holding ourselves in the same regard. I'd be goddamn if I hold myself in the same regard as a fucking rat, a goddamn cockroach. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, man, y'all need, look, I can go on and on about this shit. I don't have no statistics in front of me like Ray Lewis. He already gave y'all the stats. At the end of the day, black lives do matter. And I am proud to be a black man. I am proud to be a black father. I'm proud to be a pillar of what I call black society. And I have my shortcomings as well, as we all do. But at the end of the day, if you're going to promote an agenda, then don't promote one side of it. And you ain't always got to take sides. And ain't always got to be about, let me stand on the black side of things. How about you just stand in the middle of the shit and you just call a spade a motherfucking spade? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people get mad when you say certain things and people get all emotional. But that's why they're mad, because people don't want to deal with the real issues. We want to find a situation that is fair for us, and then we want to nitpick. That ain't it, man. That ain't. We ain't gonna get there like that. We ain't gonna get there like that. You know, so you know, as me as a hip hop artist, man, and somebody who's striving to be heard and looking for a platform to put my music out, you know. All my music ain't violent, but for the records that I do that are, at the end of the day, man, I have my own kids that I have to justify the music that I make to, and I'll do that. But in the same token, I can't speak for everybody else. You know, I cannot. I can perpetuate violence in my music and I can project it, but in the same token, you know, my kids know the difference. You know what I'm saying? And they know that if their father is ever violent, it's gonna be to defend my name, it's gonna be for my respect, and it's gonna be to defend the health and well-being of my family. So I think that people gotta understand, man, we just gotta put this shit in perspective. I'm not sitting on this video right now to take the flame away from nobody. I'm simply just saying that at the end of the day, you know, that's kind of where we're at, and we just gonna have to find a way to get back to getting some of our black men out of jail, man, instead of sitting back watching them go in. It's the kid, AK Swat, man. Like I said, I'm in this work attire, man. You know, rappers do have jobs, man. So I'ma holler at y'all, man. Y'all stay blessed. Keep it 100. Stay up. Yeah.